So this is the story, my first ticket I ever got. Me and my cousin just got back from basic combat training in the Army, and he lives in Akron, so he wanted to go out and do something. You know, I don't know a lot about Akron. I lived in Cuyahoga Falls my entire life, and he just he wanted to go bowling, so I just said I wanted to go play pool or something. So we go to a place and do both. You know, it's called Bill White's in Akron, and he's giving me directions and everything, and we end up driving through Mogador, you know, and he's telling me some jokes and stuff, and we're laughing, and I remember I blasted a stop sign. So we're going, and I'm like, oh shit, I just ran a stop sign. And I'm speeding. I'm going like 41 and a 35. And he said, he started laughing, so I was just like, oh shit. And I see the lights flash behind me. And I'm like, yeah, I'm getting a ticket. And he starts freaking out, saying, because it's like the time of like all this Black Lives Matter stuff. And he's saying something about, oh shit, I'm black. My ass is getting shot. And I'm sitting there laughing my ass off because, you know, he's messing with me because I'm a criminal justice major, and he's just talking, and cop comes up and gives us a ticket, and, you know, he's in Mogador, and I went to Woodridge High School, so I talk about that too. And I said, yeah, I'm supposed to hate you because I played football for Woodridge, and he played football for Mogador. And I just thought it was funny, you know. And he just laughs it off, says, have a good night and be careful. So we get to the bowling alley. I text my sister and tell her that I got a speeding ticket because she's a police dispatcher, so she found it kind of funny. And I told her not to tell my mom and dad because I live with them. And a couple weeks later, I go pay the ticket at Mogador Mayor's Court. So I'm sitting there. I paid $180 for it, and that $180, and you know, I think that's it. End of story. So a couple weeks later, I get an envelope from the village of Mogador, and it says, you failed to pay your speeding ticket. Come in and pay it, or you're gonna have a bench warrant out for your arrest. So I'm sitting there, and my mom saw the envelope before I got it, and she said, what'd you get from the city of Mogador, the village of Mogador? And I said, I don't know. Probably just junk mail. So I'm sitting there, and my sister sees it too, and she says, oh, is that for your speeding ticket? And I'm just sitting there like, really? Really? Thanks. Guess you ain't getting nothing for Christmas. So I'm sitting there, and I'm just pissed off because I went and paid it already. So I head back out there, and I talk to the lady and say, you know, I have a receipt for it. And she said, well, it just shows you never paid it. So I said, okay, well, what do you want me to do? And she said, well, you got to pay it. And I said, no, I'm not paying 2 tickets. And I was like, are you stupid? And no, she says, well, yeah, sometimes there's a mix-up, but, you know, if we find that you didn't pay it, you know, there's going to be a bench warrant out for your arrest. And I said, well, I'll just keep my receipt in my glove box because it shows the date and everything too, and the statute that I broke, which is the speeding law. And I just said, okay, have a good one. So, yeah, that's the story of my first ticket. All right.